All right, just wrapped up the post-game show on 105.3 The Fan and across the Dallas Cowboys Radio Network. And here are my three quick thoughts after the Cowboys' 38-31 loss to the Seahawks. The quarterback battle, the fantastic in-game adjustment, and the problem that just doesn't seem to go away, nor do they seem to be trying to make it go away for the Dallas Cowboys. Also, I'm hearing nothing of this, well, they should be 0-3 because they had some luck with the onside kick. BS. If my aunt had a she'd be my uncle. Okay, they're 1-2. That's what it is. So I don't care about how they won one game. They count up the wins at the end of the season. That's all that matters. This video brought to you by Miller Lite, the only beer of the Dallas Cowboys, and by betonline.ag. Betonline.ag, your online sportsbook experts. The quarterback battle. Look, Dak Prescott was phenomenal in this game at times. He was also bad at times with some pretty bad turnovers, including an interception right before the end of the first half. But he did have a career-high 472 yards passing and 3 touchdowns and made some big-time throws. Dak Prescott was not the reason they lost this game. But at the end of the day, this came down to a couple of possessions down the stretch. 2 for the Cowboys, 1 for the Seahawks. One quarterback won the game for their team. The other one did not. The Cowboys' second-to-last possession, they got the ball with 10 minutes left in the game, down 2 from their own 6, drove the ball all the way down to the Seattle 26 with a 1st and 10 with 4:19 to play, and should have been able to bleed the clock even more and then go in for the go-ahead touchdown, hopefully with very little time left on the clock. Instead, they stalled out that drive, kicked the field goal, and then gave the ball over to Russell Wilson, who did what a quarterback who makes $40 million a year does and brings his team down the field and scores a touchdown. Dak Prescott played great. He was not the reason they lost this game. Russell Wilson won this game for his team, and Dak Prescott did not. The NFL is an unforgiving league, and the margin for error is slim. Dak played great, but Russell Wilson made the plays down the stretch. Dak had opportunities, and he didn't. And now to the fantastic in-game adjustment. Under Jason Garrett, Zach Martin was never moved from guard to tackle, and there were certainly opportunities when it might have been warranted, but it never happened. It took Mike McCarthy less than 4 games to use his best offensive lineman at a very needed tackle spot. It was a tremendous in-game adjustment. The Cowboys decided in the middle of this game to go with their 5 best. That is something we never saw from the previous regime and should certainly be celebrated, but also is sort of an embarrassment to have a coaching staff for so long that was completely unable to make any sort of in-game adjustment whatsoever, like one as simple as that. But Zach Martin at right tackle was a huge difference maker down the stretch of this football game for the Cowboys. We also saw Tyler Biadasz play center and Joe Looney slip over to right guard, meaning the Cowboys put their best 5 out there. And that is really, really good news moving forward for this offensive line, which will hopefully get healthier and better. Finally, the issue that, the Cowboys have done nothing, Stephen Jones in particular, to put anything of substance as an investment into the safety position. And we shouldn't be surprised. It continues to be a major issue for the Cowboys. Cowboys defense played well in spurts, but ultimately gave up so many big plays on broken plays and broken coverages. And you got to think, at one point or another, if they had somehow figured out how to get something in semblance of a playmaking safety, that things might be a little bit different. But the Cowboys have not invested any money, any draft capital whatsoever, other than a 6th-round pick in Xavier Woods. And, Darian Thompson was on the scrap heap after the New York Giants drafted him and cut him. And, Donovan Wilson's a 6th-round pick. This is what they've invested in the safety position. And they shouldn't be surprised that the safety position is terrible for them, because they've invested late picks and no money. It continues to be an issue for this team, and I'll continue to say it. This defense is average. This offense should be good enough for this team to win a Super Bowl. I just don't think this defense is average. All right, more to come later in the week as we get ready for the Cleveland Browns next Sunday. Consider hitting like or subscribe because I post Cowboys videos. And shout out to my sponsors, betonline.ag, your online sportsbook experts, and Miller Lite, the only beer of the Dallas Cowboys.